ever tried to take something that we thought was simple, and then we go to expand it out and out and out? Oh my goodness, what a mess. That's a mix. That's very complex. Okay, I've got it now. I've got it. This is a really complex situation, and we have to narrow it down to the simple. It's just as big a problem. For instance, if you were baking a cake and you had the cake all made and you sit it down for a group of children to figure out what all is in the cake. Now, that's a complex question. If we sit down to look at who are we, who's our personality, that's a complex situation. It's like having the cake all baked. Here we are, half baked. Here we are, all baked. And now try and figure out what's in that cake. What is in us? So we look at ourselves and we think, boy, we're pretty simple and straightforward, transparent, all good. Now, what puts that person together? And we start, if this works in here and that works in there and that, I guess we're not all the same. Oh my goodness, we're all different cakes. We're all the same because we're all cakes, but we're all different because we're different cakes. Now, see how simple that was? Do you see how simple that was? And how complex it is at the same time. Now, let's go back to that cake that's all baked and have the children tell us what's in it. They're going to say air, and it tastes good. Oh, and there's some sweet icing on top of what's in the icing. It's sweet, must be all sugar. Well, we know that that doesn't hold all the sugar together unless we put butter with it and some vanilla for flavor. And you see, we get something that's all baked and all complete. And it's hard to go from that complex, beautiful, simple cake to get down to what were the ingredients. Oh, so we go the other way around. Let's get the ingredients out. We're going to have some flour and some eggs and some sugar and some vanilla. Okay, where's the ingredients? And some flavoring of some kind. And stuff for the icing. We get it all out on the counter. What do we put in first? Oh, how much? Oh, you see, even the simple little pound cake is complex. And the longer we're in this life, the longer it takes us to take that simplicity, look at our complexity and say, oh, aren't we simple? And then try and back it up and say, what are the habits that I'm doing that are making me who I am? What are the things that are making up my personality? What decisions have I made? Oh, wow. There we are, taking apart that recipe again. So for the weekend, here's your challenge. Think about all the knowledge and wisdom that we have gathered through our learning, through our experiences, through just being or not being, whether we were moving or being slugs. Whatever we were doing, we have learned something. And out of that learning, we've decided which part of that is wisdom. Now, if we look it up in the dictionary, others may not agree that what we think is wisdom, it might not be wisdom. It'll probably be a decision we've made and a core belief that we've decided, this is the way it is. This is how I'm living. I'm not changing, but I want what they have, but I don't want to have to do what they did. And around and around and around. Think about this circular circus called life. How do we sort it all out? Don't worry about how do we get it simple for the children. Don't worry about how do we get it simple for the ones coming right behind us. How do we get it simple for ourselves? Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that sometimes I'll get an idea in my head and I'll start writing, and pretty soon I've gone right back around in the circle and think, oh my, where am I going to make my points? Why is it exactly that I'm trying to say? And around we go. And so it kind of gets interesting when we finally wake up and recognize, oh, we're in that circle. Better stop and get it taken apart. Go from that complex circle that seemed so simple back to that simplicity. So I don't know about you, But this simple complexity has got me going around in circles. Think about it. Can think about how it would feel to be able to speak the words of wisdom with power and conviction, clarity and confidence, and have the confidence and courage to discuss it with other people, also exploring what their ideas were. There's where we start the conversation. There's where we grow. There's where we find our own personal being. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't get dizzy baking that cake. Call you. It's Coach Sandra, Compassionate Queen of Straight Talk. Please like, follow, go into link.sandravalks.ca and click on that second button. Come on in for a free meet and greet workshop or a discovery call. Take care. You can do it. I can help.